Hi guys, it's Nancy from Runner Girl Designs. Welcome to my page. Welcome to the replay. How you doing today? I'm having a great day. I've already got this already prepped. We're gonna make something super cute today. So when you get here, when you're catching this part of the video, this is the replay. So comment #replay. That way I know you were here and I can welcome you. We're going to make something super cool tonight, okay? Oh, at least I think it is. I think it is super cool. So say hello when you pop on. What I'm doing is I have a piece of cardboard that I painted with Waverly chalk paint in the color plaster. And I already dried it. I already sanded it. I'm waxing it right now. We're getting our surface prep because we're going to do a bunch of chalking tonight, okay? All right, let me get my video pulled up and let me buff this back. See who's on. Okay. Let's see. I see some big hellos. Hi, Rochelle, Regina, Kathy, Cheryl, Debbie, Jeanette, Barbara. Welcome, everybody. Okay, so I've got my wax on, and I'm just buffing it back. You know it's ready when it doesn't feel sticky anymore. So you want to make sure what we're doing is we're protecting our surface. Hi, Jane, from our sticky transfer I'm about to use. For some reason it feels extra sticky on the edges. I must have put this on a bunch. So what we're gonna do, thanks for sprinkling, I appreciate it. Hi, Juanita Hooker, how are you? So all I did is I used some surface wax from my shop and just laid a protective coating on here, okay? Now what we're gonna do is, this is the one of the transfers we're using tonight. We're gonna use this one and we're gonna use the sunflower, okay? I think it's gonna be cute. I really do. All right, so this one says, you get America, you get Land of the Free, Land That I Love. We used this briefly the night I first got all my new things. And pretty soon, the cutouts will come back for the eagle, the banner, and the word America. But we're just gonna use this the way it comes, okay? For right now, we're gonna use these stars, okay? So what I want to do, because this is a brand new transfer, we're going to add some fuzz to it, okay? Hey, Rent-A-Girl. I'm good, Jennifer. How are you doing today? Your projects were so adorable. You are doing amazing work. Wow. Are you loving it? All right. You seem to be because you've been busy. All right. We're adding a bunch of lint right here. Hi, Jeannie. How are you? Thanks for the hearts, you guys. If you can do me a favor, sprinkle this video. It helps me grow. I so appreciate it. So this is how we're going to do it. We're going to go all the way up with these stars. We're just going to start at the bottom and work our way up. But one thing I want to do a quick little measure. Thanks, Jeanette. I appreciate you very much. I want to see, it's like a little more than a ½ inch. Oh, it's the same. Okay, I'm just trying to figure out, maybe I want to start at the top. Huh, look at this. We can just flip it around. We'll start here and work our way down. Is that straight? Let's get it on nice and straight. And what we're going to do is we are going to use, no, I don't like it like that. It looks upside down that way. All right, let's flip it. We're going to use Shimmer Gold. Okay, thanks, Kathy Belk. You're super sweet. We're going to use Shimmer Gold, guys, and we're going to do our stars, okay? So here we go. I'm going to work fairly quickly because our paste, now the shimmer takes a little longer to dry, But the paste will dry in the silk screen. And I'm going to try to chalk this multiple times without having to wash it. We'll see if we can go all the way down. So what you do, guys, you just press your paste into the silk screen. And then you scrape up the excess. And there you go. So this is what we're working on. If you see any little spaces in there, these are the distress marks. Hi, Carolyn Huckett. How are you doing tonight? These are the distress marks. So then what I'm going to do is lay the very edge of my transfer along the bottom line of those stars right there. And that's the amount of space we're going to leave between each row. I'm going to try my best to do all of these. Thanks, Debbie Miller. I received my Duchess chalk and cutouts today. Question: if by chance, do you know or remember if I ordered the Mountain Heart transfer? Rochelle, I know you asked me to, and I'm pretty sure we ordered it, but it would be coming like from chalk because I have to remember. Let me go back and look at your stuff. But yes, you did order it. Because did you get the Mountain Heart cutout? Remind me if that's what you got from me. Because what you got was from me, right? And then you asked me to order you the other one, and I believe I did. I believe I did. All right, so I'm just going to keep working my way down. So this doesn't take 9 days to dry, as I tell my class. This is taking 9 days. Okay, yes, so we had to order the Mountain Heart transfer from chalk. So I will check and see if that's shipped yet for you, okay? Okay, so here we go. Just going to go all the way down. I'm trying to get my... Go quick. So you can do it this way or you can clean in between if you're nervous, okay? I'm not that worried about it. Hi, Juanita Paget. How are you? I'm not that worried about it. If I get anything where I don't want it, I can just paint it my background color. It'll be fine. And the stars are already distressed, guys. So what's going to happen is even if we get a little paste that dries in the silk screen, it's fine because it's going to look it's going to look like it was intended to look that way because they're already distressed, okay? Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense. And then we'll get moving on to, we're going to do a little chalking on some glass, okay? So I'll show you how to do that. So I'm just pressing my paste in and scraping it up on each time. Oh, you're welcome. You are welcome. That's my job. I appreciate you so much. So see, these are, well, you'll see. The bottom ones are a little more distressed, but I'm okay with it. This way you don't have to watch me clean the transfer like 17 times. I feel like that's super annoying. So I really try not to clean them. Like, especially if we're doing a big project. Because I'd rather show you all the chalking. How was your guys' day today? We had another beautiful day in Texas, as we tend to do. Going tomorrow I'm working only a half day tomorrow. And we're traveling to Nacogdoches. And we're going to see my family. I'm so excited. My dad's going to be coming. Hi, Wanda Boyd. So I'll get to see him. I haven't seen my dad in a while. In a good while. All right, well, I guess we're not going to get even amounts, but that's okay. Oh, good. I love it when everybody gets a warm day because I know I like it warm. Okay, we're gonna do our last row of stars and then I'll show you what it looks like. Gosh, in my head, this craft is super cool, but we'll see. Sometimes I get a little nervous because I'm like, well, we will see. In my head, it's gonna look super cool. And you can do this with any size, well, maybe not any size. I'll measure this frame so when you see what we're doing. But this technique you can do on any frame. Maybe not the exact design, but this technique. All right, let's pull this up. And then we're done with our background. So this, guys, you're just gonna clean with water and a board eraser in your sink. For now, I'm just gonna set it on a bath mat next to me. We are gonna have to clean a transfer like once at least. But let me show you what we got so far. Here we are. Here's our repetitive pattern of our stars. And we did that all very, very quickly, right? What do you guys think? Oh my goodness gracious, Nancy. Rochelle, you had another rainy day. So we're going to set this aside and let it dry. And then we're going to work on the glass. But I think what I want to do, thanks for all the hearts. Appreciate it. I see a bunch of days being typed. I see a bunch of days. Not tomorrow, it's supposed to rain Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Oh no, that's so many days. Okay, so I'm gonna put this white paper towel down. Thanks, guys. Just so you can see what I'm doing, because we're gonna be working on glass. And you're not gonna really see. So this is all gonna go in a frame, okay? And so the cardboard cutout fits the frame. And this is the glass that goes in the frame also, okay? Oh no, Jeanette. Maybe they'll be wrong. Maybe they'll be wrong. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, I had to get my transfer because I left it over here. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna work with this sunflower, okay? Now the sunflower, guys, comes in, I'm gonna have to do like this probably. Let me see. I just wanna see that if you can see. I'm gonna be like here. Okay, the sunflower transfer comes in that new kit that is available if you're thinking about joining my team. Now let me just do a little test here. Okay, my sunflower transfer, as you can see, has been so well loved. Yeah, let's see, we just did it not that long ago. So we made this a little while ago, right, with this. That's one design we did. Now this is gonna be a little different, okay? So when you get this, I cannot say, oh, no, that would be terrible. What I want to say is, I better bring this down a little bit. How much? Oh, not much. Okay. I am not going to fuzz my transfer. Am I? No. But I have used mine so many times. And it is sticky, as you can see. But mine right now is about the perfect stickiness to do what I'm about to do here. But when you are chalking on glass, metal, a chalkboard, any non-porous surface like glass, you want to make sure, it's so important that you fuzz your transfer a ton, okay? Especially on this kind of surface where you're not going to wax it. I'm going to turn this so I can do it this way now. That way you can see it better and it'll be easier for me. Because what happens is, guys, the transfer is going to cling. It's going to seriously cling to this surface. And when you go to pull it up, if you don't fuzz it enough, you are going to get your transfer is going to stretch. And you don't want it to stretch out. You want to take good care of it, okay? Okay, so what we're going to do, and maybe you've seen this technique before, but I've seen some other designers do some different things with the sunflower, and this is a similar technique. See, and I've used mine at least 15 times, and it's still clinging pretty hard to the glass. So definitely fuzz your transfer a lot, okay? Okay, so now what we're going to do is I'm going to use Cadet. Okay, so Cadet, actually guys, Cadet is this month's one of the colors for the color of the month. Hi, Sandy Bullard. I'm sorry, not the color of the month, for the club. This month's club, guys, the colors of the month, or the colors for this month for club, getting that confused with color of the month, are Cadet, Ocean Mist, and Storm. We're using Cadet, but you could also use Ocean Mist if you have that. And we're going to use Colonial Blue. So it's going to be a little different, but you could do this however you want, okay? So I'm going to take my Cadet, and we're just going to do from like here up. And I'm just going to take it and press it into the silk screen. And I'm going to get the top set of leaves and then the top of the sunflower. Okay? And my Cadet is, I have a new jar, but I was trying to use this one up. This one's a little bit thick, so I may be regretting this. We'll see. We'll see. So I'm going to do this pretty quick so I can pull it up so it doesn't dry in the silk screen. You want to give kind of medium pressure. And this is an etched sunflower. So what you're going to get is an outline, okay? I'm going to do this pretty quick because I don't want this to dry. Hi, Shirley. And I'm going to try not to get a ton of fingerprints on this. Oh my goodness gracious. Can you guys see that? How cute. Just like this with blue. All right, so we're going to have to clean that because we're going to need it. I'm frozen? I'm not frozen. Somebody said frozen. I hope I'm not frozen. Thank you. All right, so this is what we have. If I hold it up any closer, it's going to be... Okay, so this is where we are. All right? Then I'm going to switch my Cadet because we're going to go to a new jar. I have 2 jars open. It's so dumb. Yep, there's nothing I can do about that, Kathy. That's Facebook's, unfortunately. So hopefully it'll work itself out in the wash here. All right, let's dry it, and then I'll show you what we're going to add to it. No, I went out and back in. Okay, thanks, Deborah. Thanks, guys. Yeah, guys, I've been seeing the fuzzy on like every crafter I watch. All their videos get fuzzy, then they get bright, and they get fuzzy, and they get bright. Thanks for the heart, you guys. Let's get this all dry. All right. I'm trying to think what order I want to do this. Yeah, the fuzziness sometimes it's just Facebook because it's not just me. It's everybody. It's happening to everyone. So sorry. Hopefully they'll get better at it, right? Let's hope. Okay, I think what I want to do next, because it's going to give it a little time to dry. And then we can just move on. I'm trying to do it so, you don't have to watch me dry and clean and all the things. So So we're going to get out our candy apple. Okay, and I'm going to get my brush wet. And we are going, you know what? Let's see. I'm just going to put some candy apple on the lid. And maybe I'll spray my lid. Let's just a little spray. And then what we're going to do is a little watercolor. So I'm going to kind of thin this out. Now, I have not watercolored on glass before, but we'll see how this works, okay? So what I'm going to do is just take, ooh, cool. When you're watercoloring, the main thing is you just want to stay in the outside line, if that makes sense. Because we will be laying our transfer back down. And what I'm doing, guys, is painting like every other one. So I have a very long artist brush. Hi, Paula. I have a very long artist brush. And I'm only painting with the tip of it. Wow, you know, I wasn't sure how the paint would go on glass, but pretty awesome. All right, what do I want to do? Do I want to do this one? I'm basically doing every other one. And what's pretty cool, guys, you really should try this because glass is so forgiving that if you do go in the around the outside where you don't want to go, you're going to be able to scrape that off as soon as it dries. So you really don't have, I could probably even be less careful. I'm not an artist. I just am taking my time, picking about, well, I don't know why I did that one. Who knows? Every other one, essentially. And you can see that's already dry. Well, I don't know if you can see from where you are, but it's already drying. Let me know if you have any questions as we're going along. We're going to paint this and then we're going to finish up our stem. This is fun. What do you guys think about this so far? You liking this? I love it. Now, you might have seen me a while back. I made a shirt that was similar to this. Not exactly the same, but similar. You can use the same technique, so you could do the same design with ink. Thanks, Deborah. Thanks for the heart, you guys. You can do the same exact technique with ink on fabric, because I did, like I said, I did the same technique on a shirt. I need to make a new one because that shirt's a little tight. A little tight. Thanks for the heart, you guys. I can kind of see out of the corner of my eye. I appreciate it. All right, we're almost, wait, are we done? I think we're done. Yeah, we're going to call it done. Okay. So there's that. How fun, right? Okay, now let's move on to our stem. So I think what I want to use, you guys, I think I can't choose. It says the land of the free or the land that I love. I kind of like the land of the free. But then part of me was thinking the land that I love. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments what you think. While you're doing that, I am going to get some of this paste off this sunflower transfer. I'm off to the side, but let me know what you want. Land that I love. Deborah says, land that I love. What do you guys think? Where's the rest of my love? Land that I love. Everybody's saying land that I love. All right, I think that's a good choice, you guys. I think land that I love. Is everybody saying that? Land of the free. Land that I love. Hi, Pat Hill. All right, lots of people are saying land that I love. So I think I might go with that. I'm just cleaning my transfer. Off to the side. I know you can't see, but you can see I'm using my board eraser, getting all that blue off. And I'm just getting it ready to use again. That way we don't have to wait too long. Okay, we're going to do land that I love. That was my first, I guess it wasn't my first instinct, but then later I kind of thought, well, maybe I should do that. All right, so I'm just taking a paper towel and I'm drying the sticky side. And then what I'm going to do is, while we're chalking that, I'm just going to put this transfer back on here. Sort of kitty wumpus, but we're going to use it again. I just want to dry it. Okay. Okay, so this is going to be all ready to use again. We're going to do land that I love. Oops. First, we're going to cut it apart. All right, here we go. Land that I love. Don't you love all these wonderful sound effects? Okay, so I think I'm going to do it going down, right? The word starting at the top and going down. I'm going to add, now look, this is a brand new transfer. We're not messing around. We're adding a bunch of lint, okay? Because I don't want to stretch this out. I want to be able to use it again. All right. Like I said, I saw another designer, or I guess a couple of them. They did a similar thing like this, but not in the Patriotic. So this was my deal. This is just my take on it. I like to give credit where credit is due. All right, you think I like you couldn't fuzz it enough probably. I'm just going to do it a bunch of times. All right, we're going to hope that's enough. We're going to hope that's enough. And then I'm going to have the bottom of the word land. Let's see, this tail touch the bottom of the stem. I want it to be straight, guys. So that part's exactly 5. Oh, I actually had it pretty close. I actually eyeballed it pretty close. I saw that also. They were so pretty. Yes. It's funny how Facebook works, because I know a lot of you guys watch the same people I watch, because when I watch them, then I see your comments. It's just funny how Facebook is like that. Okay. And then most of them are my team members. So it's kind of like, it's very funny how we're all connected on Facebook like that. Very silly. Okay. Hi, Donna. How are you? All right. So I'm going to use my multi-tool. All right. And we're going to do this part, the land that I love, in cadet. And, you know, this is what's so awesome about the team that I'm on, guys, is we inspire each other. We're like, hey, look what I did. Isn't this cool? And they're like, yeah, you know, I've had people message me, can I use your idea? Or I'll do the same thing. And the answer is always 100% yes. It's 100%. We want to give each other, you know, I don't know how to explain it, but we want everyone to do well, right? We're just so encouraging. The chalk community is amazing. And I know our team is amazing. That's why when people join with me, I'm like, you guys have no idea what an amazing team we're on. Not everybody gets as much support as we do. So I'm very grateful. All right, let's pull this up. Oh, I did good. In the sense of it didn't stick too much. Look at this. This is looking cool. All right, again, just spray it with water, clean with water and a board eraser. I'm gonna spray this. I'm hoping, am I gonna have to, we'll see. We're gonna figure this out. Hopefully I won't have to clean too many. All right, let's dry it. So maybe you can tell, but this is brighter than this because it's wet. All right, let's get this completely dry. And then we'll do the bottom, and then we'll add some stuff to the stem. I know, I'm the same, Debbie. Thanks, guys. I'm thinking, land that I love. And I don't sing, so I'm sorry, but that's all I can think of. Aw, thanks, Juanita. You're so sweet. You are sweet. Okay. I was going to mention this earlier, and I forgot. On this frame, on this glass, in the frame that we're going to use, I had butterflies on this frame. And thanks for sprinkling. Hang on, I'm getting this. I had the etched butterflies on here, and the back of this, the back of our stars, has the etched butterflies, whatever that is, script. And so I just scraped the butterflies off before. I was going to show you that, but the reality is it just takes more time, so I didn't. But basically, I just sprayed the glass with water, and I used a paste scraper, and it came right off, okay? Like, so easy. Way easier than even a chalkboard. So what I'm doing right now, guys, is getting all the paste out of this jar of Cadet, or at least a good chunk of it, and adding it to the new jar so that the old stuff will get creamy dreamy with the new stuff. And I can just use it all like that. So you can do that as your jars get low. It's easier to keep them, you know, creamy and all the things if you put them in the jar that's fuller. So I'll do the rest of that later, but that's kind of what, that was on my mind, and so I did it right then. Sorry. Sometimes I do things. Watch the live from Michigan. Oh, thanks, Nancy. Welcome from Michigan. Tell me, are you having 80 degrees and sunny in Michigan? Probably not. What's your weather like in Michigan? Maybe you could be, it could be snowing, it could be 80. Tell me what your weather's like, Nancy. Okay, now what we're going to do is find the sunflower. Oh, here it is. And we are going to do the bottom of the sunflower, okay? So I'm going to turn this. I got to make some room. All right. So then we are going to, I'm not even going to fuzz this, but I'm going to put my backer sheet, guys. Oh, welcome from Tennessee. Hi, Beth. I'm going to put my backer sheet on here once I know, well, how am I going to do this? What I don't want to happen is I don't want my transfer to pull up my chalk that we just laid down. So I'm going to line it up like this, and then I'm going to tuck my backer sheet underneath, okay? So see how this way the rest of the E is here. And then, oh, maybe I have to pull it up a little bit. And then it's protecting my design up here so I don't pull it up, because I can't really wax on glass, right? Because what's going to happen is you're going to see it, and we don't want that. And Miss Super said, oh, good. I'm glad you had nice weather. Sorry. I lived in Michigan for 38 years, so I wasn't making fun. I just know that the weather could be anything in Michigan. When I graduated high school in June, it was 40 and rain. So I'm a little, what is it? A little scarred is the word I wanted to say. I'm glad you had good weather. I love it when that happens. That's right. That's right. Okay, so what we're going to do... Oh, shoot. Do I want to do this? All right. I'm going to just grab where the E ends. And then we're going to do the bottom of this. Okay. And we're going to do the outline. We are going to have to clean this one more time. But I think just once. So this is the bottom part that we haven't done yet. You could make this longer probably. So if your frame, you wanted it even taller, you might be able to do this on a porch leaner, guys. You might be able to. Because you could just keep continuing the stem until you're ready to be done. Look at that. All right, let me get this super clean really quick. That way it's ready to use as soon as we're ready to go. What do you guys think? Tell me what you think. I got it upside down, but what do you think upside down? I'll show you up close in just a minute. Isn't this cool? So you could pick other words if you like. I've seen it, what I saw it done with was hello. And you could certainly do that if you wanted to, okay? All right, let me get that up. And then I'm gonna flip it over and do the back. So you're cleaning both sides of your transfer, okay, guys? I just got paste on the wrong side. Okay. And then let's clean this side. If this was easy to move around, I would bring it over so you could see it, but it's just going to be quicker if I do it this way. All right. You love it? What is the surface? I want to make a shirt like that. Yes, Anita, I was just saying that I made a shirt last year. So if you scroll back in all my videos, you probably will see me when I was brand new. Sometime in maybe April of last year. I did it on a shirt just similar to this, but without the words. I just did the sunflower transfer. And then it was my 4th of July shirt. All right, so I'm just getting this ready. That way we can use it when we're ready. Okay. Now, the thing is, you don't have to do the painting in. If you like it like this, you could leave it like this. Pat, this is glass, and this is going to be the front of my frame. Oh, thanks for answering her. Thank you. I just got here. How would you protect it from scratching off? Rhonda, it's not going to scratch off unless you go and scratch it off. like, it's not going to come off. If this is hanging, even if it's hanging outside, it's going to be fine as long as you don't touch it. I chalked on the window of my car, the rear window of my car. Oh, you did? And a year ago, and it's still on. And today I went to the car wash, and it's still there. So unless you scratch it, it's not going to come off. I just got here. Oh, yeah. Okay. I think I finally remembered to order the etched sunflower. Good. Good. All right. I think that's dry. Okay, so now what I want to do, guys, is I'm going to take my other... We're going to need cadet again at the end. Okay. I'm going to take my colonial blue. And yes, 100%. It's been on there for over a year. And honestly, here's the sad part. So I have a hatchback. I have like a little, I drive a Chevy Cruze hatchback. So the window's like kind of small. And I have a small, like a, whatever that's called. You know, the wiper on the back. There's a wiper on the back. And I did chalk pretty far away from the wiper, but the wiper does go over where I chalked. It's it's the stick figure family is what I put on my car. Most people think it's a sticker, but it's the chalk. And where the windshield wiper just catches it, like Joe's starting to get scraped a little bit after a year. So, yes, I chalked on my microwave at Christmas also. And the cool part is then when you're ready to change it up, you can just take it off. It doesn't scratch. It doesn't, like none of the things. All right, so I'm just going through just like I did with the petals. Is I put a little water on my colonial blue. And I'm painting my leaves. Now some people I've seen, look, you do this however you like. I personally don't like it when it's not filled in. I don't like the way it looks. So when I do an etched something, whether it's like the bugs from last year or the bee or whatever else, I always paint it in. Okay, it's just what I like. But if you like the one and done, you could just do it like that too. It's just, I just think, okay, well, like, okay, so like the animals behind me. I don't like it when they look like the color of the background. I like them to be the color they're supposed to be. Maybe I'm not artsy enough for that. I just like it all filled in. So, and for me, it's not hard. Like, you're just staying in the outside line. And like I said, if you do it on glass, like I am, and I just got outside the line there, it's very easy to touch up. Because you can just take your little scraper tool on the end of your multi-tool or your detail tool and clean it up. Just like you would if you were doing ink on ceramic or something like that. You want to wait for it to dry and then just scrape it off. Nancy has those. Oh, let's see. Hello, sorry, late crafting. I got from the live. Oh, good. So it arrived today, Dawn. I'm so glad. It said a lot of you were either, if you ordered from me on my live sale last week, a lot of you were getting it yesterday, today, or tomorrow. So I'm glad they're all arriving. If it ever happens, just know when I do it, I always pay for the insurance on it. So in case it gets lost or, you know, I want you guys to have what you want. Okay, here we go. We're done painting. So now what we're gonna do, let me show you what it looks like. Now the reason I have the white paper towel underneath it is just so you can see it better. This is where we are so far. What do you guys think? You like that? You like it? Oh, good. I'm glad you got it. Oh, good. I can't wait, Dawn. All right, so we're almost done. We're getting there so close. We're so close. All right, let me, I'm going to drive this. I'm going to drive this part we just did. Now, this is what I'm thinking. I'm going to need to wax a little bit. I think. Thank you. Okay, now remember, if you're thinking about joining my team, guys, the sunflower is in that kit, okay? You get like, you can come to Michigan and put that in the side light by my front door. All right, I'll see what I can do. I'll be there this summer. I'm coming this summer. Okay, so what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to fuzz this. I know I didn't before, but, and I might, okay, I think what I need to do, so look. Everywhere that was clear is where the sticky, everywhere we painted. Oh yes, they're huge, Juanita. Sorry, I got distracted by looking at her comment. Everywhere we painted, the sticky transfer is going to lay. So I think I'm going to just, I mean, you don't really want wax on your glass, but this is what I'm going to do. Yes, they're big sheets. They're like 18 by something. So I'm just getting a little bit of wax on my pad here. And just trying to go over where I painted. You can, okay, let's see. Oh, good. I'm glad you guys like it. Thank you. I'm not going to worry about this. But I'm adding a little wax on the leaves. I'm getting some on my glass and I don't like that. And then just like so lightly. Because you really don't want it on your glass. It's going to look silly, Nancy. But I just don't want it to pull up. So if my transfer will probably be fine, but I'm just doing this because I'm thinking that maybe when you do it with a brand new transfer, it might pull up. So you want it just lightly wax or fuzz like crazy, okay? So I'm going to stand up and reline up my transfer as best I can here. Once you get it, you go, oh, that's how you do it. Oh, it might help if I do the stem. Did I miss that? Ah, I had it and then I lifted it up. Sorry that you have to look at the top of my head here. Hang on 1 second. So I'm lining up the stem and then just turning the top left to right. But what I'm trying to figure out is, oh, that's not lined up. All right, 1 second. 1 second. I need to get that lined up there. Oh, I'm too high. I think I got it. So what I wanted to see is, oh, I did miss, okay. All right, I'm just lightly pressing, okay? Lightly, lightly, lightly. Basically, just enough to get the air bubbles out. Okay. And then let's see how this goes. Let's see how it goes. Okay. Are you guys ready? So this is just going to crisp up our lines, okay? So what I went to here, got too much paste on here to start. Okay, so this should crisp up our lines here. And I'm going to tell you, when I first saw this done, just the regular sunflower, I thought, okay, well, you got to clean it so many times, and then you're not going to be able to use it because you can only use it 8 to 12 times, and that's going to be a waste. But honestly, guys, I've used this way more than 8 to 12 times. As far as I've cleaned it, and I've reused it, and then I've cleaned it, and then used it. So you are going to get your money worth out of it. It's a size B. It's affordable size. All right, let's get all this pulled up. I'm going to pull up from down here. How did I do? I did pretty good, you guys. I did pretty good. All right. Now, let's do the bottom. So, this way I don't have to clean it. I'm going to lay my transfer basically on the backer sheet so it doesn't muss up my glass. I am going to dry this though, just in case. Now I got a little bit of bleeding, but I'm going to show you how I can fix it so easy. Thanks, Lori. Wait, you guys can't even see it. All right, so we're going to just dry it. And I'll show you how to clean it, okay? Or how to, because what's happening is your chalk is a little bit raised. And then when you lay this on there, it's a little bit off and it's lifted off the surface a little bit. Especially on like a hard, on my shirt, it was no problem. But on like glass like this, or a hard, any like wood or something like that, your line, you know, the chalk is raised. And so now this is raised. And let me just see how high up I go. Oh, to there, I see, okay. All right. So now we're going to do the same thing on the bottom, and then that way I don't have to clean it again. And even if you're, so here's a couple tips. So I've used, like I said, I've probably used this like, I don't even know, 20 times, 30 times. But even if your transfer loses its stickiness, you can still use it. But you can also try to, if you clean it like regular with water, and then use a Clorox wipe. Ta-da! The Clorox wipe, and then dry it, put it on the backer sheet. The Clorox wipe will kind of rejuvenate your stickiness, okay? So that's a tip. If you have some that aren't super sticky and you want them to be, that's the deal. All right, I'm just spraying this so it's easier to clean. Oh no! You're frozen. Sorry, Deborah. I'm good on my end. All right, let's dry this and then we're gonna put it together, okay? Let's hope it looks super cute. Oh, but I wanted to show you how you can scrape it. Oh no! It should be frozen for everyone because it's not frozen for me. Thank you, Rochelle. All right. Okay, the glass gets a little warm, so you want to be careful. I'm getting paste everywhere. All right, here we go. So what I'm going to show you, it's very little, but you can see maybe a little tiny bit of bleeding. You can't really see it that much. So it's so little, you can't really see that much. But if you get your detail tool out, and on the end is like this pokey part, what you can do is take it on the glass and just scrape anywhere that is either outside the line or you feel like is a little bit of bleeding. Mostly where I notice it is in the middle of this sunflower. And that's because there's a lot of paste here. And so my transfer was really raised. So I'm just really taking it and just scraping a little bit of that out. And so when I show you, you're going to see that it is more cleaned up, okay? Just in this middle part is where I noticed it was very dark. But you can kind of see where your design should be. So I'm just kind of scraping a little bit. And that's just because we're on glass. You're not going to get the bleeding like this or that little bit of bleeding because on a shirt or something is not going, the paste will just be, the ink will be sinking in. So I'm just crisping up a few of my lines. And I could do the rest of this later, I guess. There's not a lot, but I get a little overly focused on it. Okay, let me show you maybe the difference so you can just see. So when I cleaned it up, see how it's brighter in the middle? I'm glad you're good. Hopefully you could see the difference in the middle. It's super easy to clean up, so don't get stressed about any bleeding on glass. This is a great project to try because it's so forgiving, right? Like you can make a ton of mistakes and it won't matter. All right, so here's my frame. We're gonna do this. Hang on, let me get my paste put away. So I just have this big frame. Do you guys want to know the size? It might help. The frame is 12 and 8, 20 by 10. I mean, the inside part, okay, is 20 by 10. So I'm going to carefully watch me drop this, my glass face down. And then we're going to put our background in. I hope this looks good. Well, we're going to see it for the first time together. Juanita, I've had this frame for a bajillion years. I forget what I even had in it to begin with. And then I did the butterfly thing with it, so I don't know. I really have had it. That is super cool. What do you guys think? Oh. Do you like that? Look at that. That is so cool. I love it. Okay, so thank you. All right, here's my only thing. You can, in person, it doesn't look muddled. Like from a distance, it kind of does. So if you wanted, you could get rid of this middle row of stars if you wanted. You like it? This has been gonna hang in my room here. Thank you so much, you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The keyword, which I never said, is sunflower. So if you want the product list, Sunflower is going to get it to you. And if you want information about joining my club or joining my team, Sunflower is also going to get you that. Okay, guys? How fun. And then again, when I'm done, I don't know if I'll ever take this out. Where's the, don't I have a, oh, I don't have a thing over here. I need a thing over here. This, I am in love with this. All right, Terry, I will send you the message. Oh, why am I sending you the message? Hang on. Hold, please. It didn't go. I don't know. Oh, maybe because I don't know. We'll see. This should go. There we go. There's your message. You should have a messenger. Juanita, I'll send it to you. Now, guys, you can, if you want. I put all jars of paste. So these were the 4. I use these 4 colors because they're doing the paste craze. I put the jars in. I believe you can get these 3 for sure in paste in singles. But if you get these 3, you're going to get 1 free anyway. So I think I got everybody their message. I'll check after to make sure. Oh, Eva, sorry, I missed you and I missed Jeanette. I'll get your messages, guys. Thanks so much. This might be my favorite thing I've ever made. There's some things I make and I'm like, oh yeah, that's cute. This was fun. Thank you for hanging out with me, you guys. I so appreciate you all. Lori, it's been a year and change and I still get just as excited. Thank you. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. I will see you next time. Tomorrow, we're going off to Caitlin's graduation, but I have some things for you to watch and see while I'm gone. But I'll see you back live on Sunday, probably. All right? Bye.